To the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Giants of Brooklyn taking on the Panthers of Buenos Aires. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 58 yards.
Well, partner, we've watched as they've reached 2 wins, 3 wins, 4, and then 5. And we kept questioning each week, how long can they keep this streak going? This team is rolling, and having someone like this who can really set the tone for your offense week in and week out is a big part of why they've been unbeatable as of late.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. He'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Weiss. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded just inside the 20. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But, Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And, look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Play action. It's Lynch. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lawson. A good pickup there, 21 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throwing, Lynch. Oh, he had a man
open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Once again, it's Lynch. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. Throwing to start the drive. Weiss. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Weiss, quick hitter here, it's complete. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Weiss. That's caught by Kelly. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Play action. Now Lynch.
That is incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it was... block 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Weiss throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
From the gun on 3rd down. Weiss. That is caught. Escapes the defender. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Lynch. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Flushed out right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
On 3rd down, Lynch. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good
play, but he could not pull it in.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop, and he is out of bounds inside the 35.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Weiss. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Lynch. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Lynch now throwing on third. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So a very tight first half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Davis on Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Flush to his right. And the hook up to Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now it's Lynch. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLean, and he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is taken at the 23. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And now Lynch. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the gun, it's Lynch.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Throwing on first down. Weiss. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Weiss. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They go play action with Lynch. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brought down back at the 27.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
47-yard line.
They go play action now. Lynch.
Hyatt there to grab.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive starters. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
On second down, here's Lynch. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Giants have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers about ready to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw on second down. Weiss on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one. And how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And the Panthers coming out now.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Weiss, he'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first and 10, Weiss. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10.
Back to throw again. Wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Kellen.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday night has been worth the wait. It's third down here.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Giants, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Buenos Aires, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.